Next up, the Goblin Shard.
Goblins had begun constructing a tower to secure their foothold in Bruenor's home, and had spread out from that stronghold into the Dwarven Valley. The first step to clear out the goblins was breaking into the goblin fort guarding the entrance to Rugrib's quarter. We would have to recover explosives to blow our way through their fortifications, and then take out the foreman and his Verbeeg enforcer.
Verbeeg. I'm curious about the combat power recommendation. Also don't want to get blasted, but we'll see. I'll probably just play through the campaign just to get the story and then check out the difficulties.
But then I didn't.
Or actually, might, depending on how long it takes to do the next 3 parts, might like grind one of the things at the end of the stream, so we can do like full chapters.
Hey! I need that! I'm on break! Cowboy! More planes! Right here! Where are you going with that? Put that over there! Cowboy! Move your sucker! Move your own sucker, Bofa shuck! Hey! Get that out! Right? I said there! Not here! There! Come on, Tommy! Not that! Not that! Not there! There! Butternut! Now, Butternut! All right! Out of the way, grub! Move, boy! This is heavy! You're in my way, Bofashuka! Don't just stand there! Move it! Move it! It's not my fault, this They need that below guitar!
Meat's dropping from the sky, boys! Gob, kabob. Still bloody.
Oh,
That's lunch!
that reminded me from the Gremlins, It's like someone gets injured, they're all just laughing. Okay, destroy supplies, defeat Screech. So far, in the optional quests with the numbered optionals, we're 2 for 2 at missing out by 1. It's not a good stat to hold.
I'll see every stick torn down, burnt to ash, and then I'll burn the ashes.
Well put. Nice helmet, dude. We're looking pretty colourful with our lightning resist, our fire resist, some acid resist. And the ice on the helmet, yeah. Those are like acid bombs, aren't they? Yeah. Like... Be more diligent at trying to find these objectives. They're looking for a cart with a red banner flag thing.
How did the Emperor get the chance to abandon this valley? Shard Goblins weren't meant to work so hard. Towns, barbarians. I don't care who's next.
Something down there.
Dwarves nearly wrecked half
I think we
their
can
city.
get from here though. I think you have to get down somewhere else. Oh, hang on. No, can't even jump down.
It's the Goblin Valley now.
From there.
I feel safer in the tower.
There's money there. I don't know if that's worth it. Oh, well, I guess we're going to find out.
Could use a few more ears for the collection.
Acid resist gear for the win.
Hope there ain't no more dwarfs hiding out. Gonna need a deep hole this winter. Look alive, grubs! Down to attack or just...
I remember the backhand. What is this you're leaving for me? Why can't I collect this? Alright, that way's the progression way. So this way is bonus loot. Run. It's like an acid shower. Now where's the supply trucks? Run! Yeah. Must be an elf thing. Shoshana Dwarf don't need flour, that's right. I'm guessing if you come back later for gear stuff, you just don't hit a lot of these. You just...
I better take this one seriously.
Nice. You might not even do the bonus objectives if you're coming back later.
Been working all day without a meal. Just ask Slugvog to share. Do you think he would? Oh, yes, for sure. Nice try. Boy, you're not as dumb as I look. Stay over there,
Oh.
Got my eye on you, dwarf.
Run.
It will take 4 barrels of explosives to blow through the goblin gate.
Hey, Axel, how you doing?
I'll pick
Pacifist
them up
goblins?
along the way.
Nah, they're just a bit scared, I think. I'm pretty mighty. Okay. I can't see any of the supply stuff. That's a red flag supply wagon. Oh, Panz words.
So did you, ever hear the dwarves
Gold.
gems?
Yeah, that hell. Coming in for lunch seems like a good idea.
My eye on you, dwarf sounds angry.
For the clan. This one has rank.
Whoa.
My Moradin's hammer. We've been wrapping some meat. Come on, dwarf. I'll do you up right now.
Oh, what was that trap?
I don't even like dwarf.
Yeah, when you can't push enemies off cliffs. I don't know, they suffer friendly fire though. I'm okay with that. Where did I pick this bomb up from? I feel like I could have used it somewhere near where I got it. And yet here it is. I think with it'd be I'm hoping not friendly fire for players, because like just the way the combat is, it would just be awful. Yeah, where did I get this bomb from? I got it from here. It was sitting on the table here. Is there a cave to put it in front of? I'll take the bag of supplies though. I don't think I need to backtrack that far to see if I use this bomb. I mean, sometimes you... There has been a couple we've taken a little distance, but this seems a bit... Oh, it might go that way since that was the actual way to go. Are we sidetracked up here? Okay, that's why it seems like I'm carrying it for a while, because this was like a side path. How did I get down? Yeah, we're going to go around and get to here, I think. I like how the world's got multiple pathways to do things. Friendly fire is good for when you play with Panz and you can kill me. Seemingly no fall damage.
What do the dwarves call this valley? The Dwarven Valley. Yeah, but what do they call it? That's it. The Dwarven Valley. Well, it's the Goblin Valley now. Goblins weren't meant to work so hard. Towns, barbarians. I don't care who's next.
Okay. 3 out of 9 destroyed.
Every day that got taught.
Get him. Oh. That's pretty much it, right? Instead of being confined to standard CRPG mechanics, which I think, like the original Dark Alliance wasn't like that. It was like an isometric ARPG, like Diablo, Path of Exile type of thing. I don't know about the loot style. And that, you know, that was, I think that was sort of the idea, is you just get to play a smasher in the dark and you know, in the Dungeons and Dragons atmosphere, right? Which is cool. And so this is just an alternative to that. It's a different smasher. Yeah. Okay, we came up that way. I'm tempted with this. Ooh. Uncommon leg guards. Nice. I think it just comes down to play preference as well. Like, I remember that some people were saying when I was a little bit upset about Inquisition in Dragon Age because it just doesn't quite feel like Dragon Age. It's still a magnificent game. I love it. But I was looking for more of that CRPG feel, kind of like which you get from Origins, right? More so than 2, and then even less so in Inquisition. And some people were like, "Oh, you thought the gameplay in Origins was better? There must be something wrong with you." I'm like, well, they're just different games, you know. Like, and it's not. I actually prefer this style of game more, but it's just what you start with. Origins was that classic tabletop feel, computerized. The inventory system. I think the inventory system in this will give you, yeah, it give you some replay off a. I hate using the word cheap, but it kind of is. The design here is a cheap way of artificially extending gameplay, but the game itself is cheap. You know, so I think that's the best way to do it. You know, they've got a cool game, cool concept. The multiplayer aspect of it, I think, is good too. Gives you that come home and just relax and smash some stuff, especially if you play games with friends regularly. Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, it's a $40 price tag. Like. And I think that's the same, like, at that sort of price tag, it's probably got enough content just to play through once and enjoy it, do a little bit of multiplayer with friends, and be like, yeah, that was a fun experience. So having what would be considered a crappy scaling mechanic, if you're looking at a bigger game or expecting more, or if it cost more money, I think I'd be disappointed if it was an expensive game, like if it was a AAA cost, and it had this sort of scaling gear and difficulty for items and stuff, you'd be disappointed, and rightly so. But it's effectively become a looter. Totally cool, right? You look up the length. What? I'm assuming that one page with the 6 or 7 campaign things at 3 hours. They'll go 15 to 20 hours. Yep.
Wake up, boys!
Yeah, totally cool with that. Like I said, it definitely feels like the design is geared around getting players to have a bit of replay in it, whether that be trying the other character or doing multiplayer with friends or just taking your character through to replay for higher tier loot and play on the higher difficulties, which artificially become not more difficult if it's loot based. Yeah. Like it's weird. It's that feel of at level 1 you have 10 hit points and so do the enemies, and you each do 1 damage per swing. At level 2, the enemies have 20 hit points and do 2 damage per swing. You will have that as well if you have level 2 gear. Right? So the further you go up, the enemies become chonkier and hit for more. But the idea is you just get the better gear and don't actually have to do anything. And totally nothing wrong with that. Great casual game with friends. Yeah, yeah. It's the same as the same sort of feel of any other drop in, drop out.
This one's gonna take some work.
We had a meeting. Loot rarity bonus. Epic. I don't know. I think I know people mentioned there was a lot of bad reviews, and I've seen them. You know, because I'm like, oh man, am I getting excited for a game that's going to get dusted? And I didn't care. Like, oh, that's gonna send me somewhere else. I was able to take out from a lot of them the same sort of takeaway that I got when, you know, it's that Slay the Spire is all RNG type of review. Such a War Master excuse it is, isn't it?
Yeah, but lots of people still do. Not for long, though. Both for shuck. That's what you said yesterday and the day before. Yeah, well...
I wonder if there was more stuff over that way. I don't know. It feels like a lot of the people that do reviews, either, you know, written or mostly video, the YouTube ones. Like, it was cool when Yahtzee Croshaw started dumping on games and zero punctuation. It's like everyone, I feel like everyone's trying to do something like that. And even a lot of his current stuff just doesn't have the same sort of sting that it used to, because it's like it was funny, but now it's like he has to keep doing that to games. It's good when he gets one he likes, because he sort of... I think we're in an era of games where if a review isn't critical, then it's not smart, so reviewers are basically just writing bad reviews to feel smart. Yeah. In the comments of Fextralife's review of this, or it wasn't their review, it was their... They had a things you should know, or things to help out, or whatever, tips or whatever. And they said at the beginning that yeah, they had a blurb which pretty much covered it, because it was a sponsored content where... But they said, you know, we're being sponsored to play and do this video, but not with what we say about it. That still reflects our opinion and thoughts of the game. And someone still had to ask, like, did they send you a script and footage? And he's like, no. They were basically asking, how does it work? Do they send you a script and footage and then you just do it? And he's like, no, they'll agree with a content creator on a price and some things, whether it's gameplay or reviews or whatnot, and then that gets done, and they basically put, we have a strong interest in RPGs, and, you know, we say what we feel. The only review saw saying it's fun, annoying, has multiple bugs. The only thing I've found is that you can get stuck in the verbigs. You can. I got stuck a few times in their foot model, like around the feet of the model, I should say. I haven't come across any bugs other than, and I don't. You'd probably consider that a bug, maybe, but like not stuck, but just because I got a little dude and the verbigs are verbig. Just happened to be the right shape to hold on to me. That's it, yeah. Code's the same. Basically what most content creators look for is if there is a non-disparagement clause, in which case then most creators I know, and I myself, wouldn't take that contract or the sponsorship. Non-disparagement is when you're not allowed to say anything negative about it. So you have to either... Okay, so this is forward. I want to go backwards and explore. And I guess a lot of reviewers put that, like, or developers put stuff like that out because they don't want someone trashing their product. But I think the issue there is do some research on the person you're getting to, you know, potentially do your sponsor. Well, the thing is too, like the question where someone had asked the Fextra Life guys if you just get a script and footage. Well, that's, you know, that's an ad. Okay. And the problem with, like, you can have, you know, some generic guy read out a script with some footage, and that becomes an advertisement. And it doesn't matter in that case if what they say is. It sucks if it's misleading because that's the developer giving a misleading, advertisement, right? And you don't want that. You want everything to be on the up and up. Where it's an issue for people that are known is it looks like it's their opinion if they're doing an ad, and it's why a lot of creators will be very clear about if they're doing that it's sponsored content. It's not an advertisement.
Your hide is mine.
The idea is that becomes you show the product and give your own opinion. Whereas, and it's kind of strange, like, you get a lot of YouTube content which will have an ad in it. And they'll try to say it's sponsored because it sounds better than saying I'm doing an ad. But if they go, hey, here's the new Manscaped kit for someone who's, may have been letting themselves go over last year. Maybe a friend or your dad. I can't believe the guy actually says that in the ad. And then they show you all the products and then put it away and then go back to whatever they're doing. That's clearly an ad in the middle of their stuff. It's got nothing to do with what they're, unless it was like a body sculpting or a beard, a little floaty, or a beard channel, right? Well, that one they're clearly reading off a script, because they're cutting an ad for the thing. But what that does is it gives the impression that they're endorsing the product instead of just selling it for what it is, which
Come on over, King Tor.
Hey, word! Come on over!
Get up, dude.
I'm gonna take this one seriously.
Get out. What are these shards are that they're dropping?
Come on over here!
You're critical of the enemies getting launched into space when they get hit? I mean, it's just fun. It's got same as Smash Brothers, right?
Come on over here!
It doesn't affect gameplay in any way, shape, or form. Well, so that's the thing. Viewers usually can't tell because people in general are idiots. So. I mean, I love you guys, but you're just dumb. He was serious that it was bad that the enemies got launched into space when they died. I mean, he did do a tier list of cards in Slay the Spire, so.
Don't keep me back.
Nice. I actually think it's funny when you kill a goblin and they go shooting off into another galaxy. Plus, it gets them out of the combat arena when you've got like 10 of them in here, and like you can get rid of them. It clears up visually what's going on. Well, that's the thing. It's like it's when they're dead. They don't get yeeted out of here when they're still alive and in combat. So it's not like you're yeeting someone on 90% and they're dying because of the yeet. I almost imagine them, going fireworks style with a big smoke trail. Like they've been strapped to a bottle rocket or something. Maybe whistling along the way as well. Now, I've got 3 of these bombs, and I wonder if... So I think I think it might be the actual main objective is... Because it's leading you, like the player, to the next one, but there's lots of ways to go around and explore, and I'm sort of traveling around in a way to explore. So one, I want to find these things, but also I want to get more treasures and stuff, and just enjoy the level because the designs are great. But I think it's maybe I've hit the next part of the main objective, but because I haven't done the first one, you know what I mean? Like it's been kind of saying, retrieve the explosive barrel from the accident site, but I've maybe gone past that, and I've retrieved a couple other explosive barrels instead along the way.
Time to do what needs doing.
Uh-oh. Which is totally fine, because then it just won't tell me to go do the ones that I've already done.
booyah!
And he's got too much stuff. Like that guy there, he just flew up in the air.
Protected by the booyah. Where's the booyah?
Keep your stink over there.
Goblin magic.
I can just imagine this too with 3 friends, you know, and maybe they scale up the number of goblins, like not their health, but just give more. So you've really just got to smash through them.
Take this one seriously.
Except scale up the health of maybe like one of the verbigs, because they're very big. And you've got it, instead of like me fighting 6 or 8 little goblins and then a big dude, you have friends and you got to fight through 20 or 30 of the little dudes and have a big dude that has, you know, triple the health.
Why can't I be tall?
I think you're right, man, without hair. I think it is that people think you just have to be hypercritical, almost in an inflammatory way. Otherwise, you're not an actual reviewer. Like, is the game perfect? No. More importantly, is the game perfect for a lot of people or good for a lot of people? Probably not. This is a very specific style of game that you can, on a light basis, probably just play through the story and enjoy the RPG light. Very light on the RPG stuff. And be totally cool with it. And probably struggle to get to justify the value. But, you know, $40 US, you probably don't need to get that much. You know, mileage may vary depending on income and, you know, what your expectations for games and stuff, right? But, you know, if you like the idea of, you know, hitting up fairly simple missions, the missions are fairly lengthy too, so hitting them up, I think that's something that I think is cool, is usually in games like this style where it's the drop in, drop out missions with either randos or friends. Usually the missions are quick. Like, look at Warframe. Like, you can spend more time waiting for gameplay sometimes than you can playing, because the missions are, people smash those missions out. And it'd be cool to see, like this mission in particular, it'd be cool to see it with multiple people to see if there are more enemies. Or, like, I've got 3 barrels so far. Maybe if you get to know the way, fun is greater than good. Mileage may vary. Some people find the fun in good design, because that gives them a sense of, I don't know, like they're getting a good experience out of game because design is good. A lot of people struggle with the concept of just, I want to say pure fun. I think we know what I mean if I say just pure fun. You know, like the shenanigans.
Hope there ain't no more dwarfs hiding out.
Okay, so we did need the 4 barrels, right?
Hambok's tower will shine like
I thought we were going to be picking them up for something. Like, for me, like, the pure fun in Warframe wasn't good enough to keep me playing. Because what you're playing for wasn't designed well enough. It was too obvious, just a grinding for literally just grinding sake, not even for progression. And that, you know, that sucks, because I'm a completionist by nature. So I want to do stuff and get the checkboxes and all the things. But if the only reason I'm playing 90% of the game is to hit checkboxes, I'm just going to play something else. Which is a shame, because the gameplay itself was fun, but just not fun enough to do that for, you know, hundreds, if not thousands of hours, to hit stuff that literally didn't progress anything. especially when the nature of it was put this gun on your in your secondary and never use it, and then after X amount of hours it will have progressed up to hit that checkbox for you. It's like, don't even need to kill like 50 guys with it, or it's like you can, but it'll be slower. It's like, okay, so just literally not playing with the items that I'm I'm farming. Oh, that'd be silly. Whereas I have mates who feel the exact same way but keep playing it because they play with each other when they, after work. So that's when they get on, Skype or Discord and just chill and talk. Which is the perfect atmosphere, like, for stuff like this. Where's the dude? Yeah. Or if you have a better designed thing, the fun can be, enjoying the gameplay plus getting some progression feel out of it. So, like, a good example, Path of Exile. I don't find that isometric click to move hack and slash gameplay very fun, like as a pure fun aspect. I get enough enjoyment out of it as a game to be like, yep, I can do this. But I like all the design of the mechanics and the nature of having a new league with a something every 3 months, to play through, and the progression systems and everything else. So I get fun in progressing further each league, or attempting to progress further each league, and learning more and just getting better overall. And just every time I collect something in this, like those crystals, and when we did the upgrades, and like the upgrades, you need gold to power the upgrade, but you also need, you're trading down, so you need a lot more of the grey crystals to trade into green crystals to trade into blue crystals. If you don't have enough to upgrade a rarity of, my mind's about to just like the turbo's about to take off. Just someone hit the nitrous juice and it's about to go into another planet. Oh, here we go.
And I thought we that on the dwarves. This one has rank.
So I'm already thinking about, like, how do I progress the gear? Do I go for a run where we try to do it as optimally as possible? Do we just grind it out? I guess it depends what sets for one of the characters, like where you get that set from. Because I want to have a maxed out set and play through the campaign on the highest difficulty on there. And it probably won't even be necessary, but just because. What's the story like? So far, the story seems okay. There's an ice shard that some dude had. I don't know what the shard's from. It might be somewhere in DD lore. We started off in Icewind Dale. Icewind had come out of slumber because Icing Death, I think, is it? Is still dead.
Is guarding Argyll's gate.
No, I think the Baldur's Gate. I was watching Baylor play through. I don't know if he was playing 2 or 1 of Baldur's Gate quite a while ago, and I was just had it on in the background. I was just listening, and I'm like, man, this is bringing back some memories, and it felt good. I think it does. There is that little bit of nostalgia with the Baldur's Gate. Like, I know a lot of close family family members I'm close to, not close family, but you know, anyway, that play D&D stuff. They said they preferred the Icewind Dale games to Baldur's Gate in recent times, but preferred Baldur's Gate when they were younger.
All these guitars looking for the shard. They've got a chance. What are you talking about?
No, I haven't played the Icewind Dale games at all, so I can't comment on that.
If it wanted to be found, it'd have been found. So then, what's the call? Boy, it's watching and laughing at all of us.
Twitch usually someone's like, you need to play, you have to play those, and I'm like, I know, but you know.
I should gouge the eyes out of every dwarf statue. Look alive, Grubs.
I don't miss everything though.
No floating dwarf. Arrows away.
Oh, come here. Oh! Hey, I completed a an optional quest that has a numerical value to it. We're no longer 100% on missing out by 1. Oh, a little bit of ragdoll there.
Made better choices.
What are these? Oh, they're doing something bad to me. Ah. But yeah, this is the... So there's 3 acts, it looks like, for each of the campaign locations. And the first, like, little story arcs, and the first ones are great. Yeah, this is the first act of the second location. Okay, so the thing is, we've got to either find Screech the Foreman. Well, we just have to look for names. If we can see nameplates... Okay. No, we missed out on an optional. Unless Screech is in there as well, but I doubt it. Whoa. Oh, that dude's big.
Stay over there.
Hey, what? Come on over here, then.
Alright. I wonder if I can destroy that totem.
Get over here, dwarf. Soup's on.
Me.
You believe I was kidding?
Oh, man. Oh, we messed him up. I don't know what happened, like how we got him to fall over, but when he fell over and we started critting, yeah, it was...
I thank you for your contribution.
Best team
Couldn't
player.
have done it without you.
You can only spend your level up attribute point like outside of the missions. Like I almost want to go into a mission, kill 2 things and just abandon it, but I don't know if I get experience for that. It's just fun. Cold Stone Guardian Braces. That'll be our second Cold Stone piece, which is big physical reduction. But I wonder if we want more damage-wise. Reveal all.
So bright up.
Fire resistant legs, Keepers of Secrets. Okay, so the Keeper of Secrets set bonus is just straight up damage. Later, pup. Dugar Infiltrator is armor penetration. Damage from Anvil of Clangeddon ignores all monster armor. I don't use that enough. Maybe I should use it more often.
This stonework is giant crafted.
Dugar Infiltrator.
Not like a part of a ruin. Like these chunks just fell from the sky.
Battle Rager. No. So Cold Stone's lots of hit points and stamina reduction, and damage reduction, which is good. Whirlwind lasts twice as long, and Bruenor is invulnerable. But what was the other one? The Duergar. Armor pen. I got 2 legs, so I don't have 2 pieces of legs, I just have 2 of them. That's a rank 2. I wonder if we do that. Do we want to go Duergar or... So Coldstone is straight up damage reduction and lots of hit points and stuff. Battle Rager is... It looks like the items have damaging stats. I wish you could just sort by set. So I could see the set. Okay, so we're probably not going for just the straight up resistance pieces. But I'm kind of hesitant to get rid of it in case there's one of the levels where there's just so much fire, you have to have fire resist gear, and then we don't. You know? It's like, yeah, but would the game do that? Yes, games do that. Okay, so that's another Cold Stone, and the stats are hit point bonus, stamina cost reduction. Battle Rager, stamina cost reduction. Okay, Keeper of Secrets has a resistance on the chest, but has damage bonus if you have 3 pieces. I have another Keeper of Secrets piece, I think. Armor pen and damage bonus. So Keeper of Secrets might be the damage one. Interesting. I think the hit point bonus isn't worth anything, and the critical chance at 4%. That's only 4%. Probably going up. Armor pen seems pretty like armor penetration is going to be a constant, right? Hit points are going to be a constant as well, but that's crappy. That's fine. That's get how far is this legs going? Isn't every epic item better than greens? Probably not. There's also ranks and levels as well as rarity. Yeah. Generally, that's it. Like an epic item that has 10 damage or a common item that has 11 damage. 11 is greater than 10. Color is irrelevant. Now, of the same set, provided they had the same rank and the same level, an epic has probably got more stats than the rare. But a rare with a higher rank or a higher level or both might have more stats than an epic of the same set. So you just have to compare numbers, not make blatant color. What's the WoW condition? Purple eyes? You got purple eyes.